Hello, everybody. Hey, Babette. I'm sorry, I'm so bad with names, you guys. I know I recognize these names, but uh, I'm so bad with them. And so there's certain names I just don't remember your actual names. I get confused. So the Bumble Girl, hello. Memory Keepers was on here. Hi, Steph, Amelia, Kathy. Hey, guys, how are you doing? It's Thursday. I hope everybody's having a good day. Yeah? Okay, I'm gonna try to do this through my phone so I can. Steph, I never catch you live. Well, I am live today. And I'm so excited. It's Thursday. Oh, really quick introduction. My name is Rowana. I am the designer and maker of the Sojourner Traveler's Notebook and other things. And primarily I design things for documenting life as it happens on the go, and also for travel. Okay, I am traveling these days. Well, I travel quite often. The Rehab Notebook should be here Saturday. Oh, yay! I'm so excited. It's actually one of my favorite leathers right now. I really, really like it. I think it's perfect, which is my birthday. Oh, great. I'm so excited. Okay, so anyway, how is everyone's Thursday going so far? Steph, the Rahab is a bit stiffer leather, yes. It is in the same leather as the Samson, and it's, gosh, I should have my notebook in front of me, and it's not. Anyway, it's I don't know if you've seen it, but it looks like cracks. It's kind of like a bomber jacket is the best way to describe it, but it's very rugged looking. It's definitely people who, passport counter tonight. Yep, feeling sick though. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Hope you feel better. So it is stiffer than my other journals, but there's something about it that just speaks adventure. So I really like it. I noticed that the Rahab, instead of the Samson, is a little bit softer, but I think it's just because of the piece of leather that I picked up. And so the Samson's a little bit stiffer. I had only gotten one skin of that, and so I'm waiting for another skin to come up in October, and I'm going to try to pick out one that's more softer, I'm hoping. But either way, it's really, it's rough. There's a rough feeling to it. And so I don't want you to be surprised. I want you to be prepared for it, because it's not a typical leather. But it definitely is one that you can throw around in your bag if you're one, especially who do not like scratches. It's already inherent in the leather, and so it's a good alternative if you don't like scratches and like to keep your leather as pristine as possible. This way, I know that, I think it's Liz that says it helps her, because then she doesn't have to, you know, she's very careful with all her other ones, her notebooks, and this one she could just throw around or whatever. So anyway, I just want to make sure that you guys are aware of that. Have you named a blue leather yet? No, I have not. I've been trying. If you guys have any suggestions, feel free. You know, it's in the same, it's a pull-up, just like the caribou, the roadrunner, the stag. And so it's kind of hard to get something in blue. There's really no blue animals. So I'm trying to figure out, actually Maverick was a bird, a name of my bird. Oh, a while back. That could be a possibility. Actually, we started kind of thinking that maybe I could name it Galilee. Blue, Sea of Galilee, after the Sea of Galilee. So we'll see. Still trying to figure things out. I think Top Gun, okay, I missed it. I'm sorry. I also thought of Levi because it reminds me of jeans. and Levi or Levi is Hebrew. So anyway, true blue. Okay, yeah, that's definitely a true blue. Watch. Okay. Yes, I like Levi. Okay, cool. Anyway, yeah, I'm trying to figure it out. So it's kind of getting dark in here, isn't it? Oh, people are leaving work. Anyway, so yeah, midnight was one that someone had mentioned to me. So yeah, it definitely looks like midnight. So, hey, Anahi, thank you for inviting people. It's kind of hard for me to read some of these. I'm sorry, you guys. Anyway, so I just wanted to come on and share a couple of things. You might want to stick around. I know that sometimes I talk a little too long about nothing, but but you might want to stick around for this one. Hi. Okay, so a couple of things. I recently purchased these, the Rahab and what color choice? I'm sorry, I missed some comments. We love all the tea talks. Oh, I'm so glad. Hey, Jenna. So yeah, so I'm having tea, Earl Grey. Hope you guys are joining me for some tea. Anyway, I wanted to go over some brushes that I just got in a couple of weeks ago, actually, but I haven't really tried them until very recently, a couple of days, and I've tried one of them, and then the other ones I have not. But anyway, these are from the Prima, I don't know, they're the makers of these little watercolor palettes. Prima Marketing, is it? So super cute. They're the makers of these colors. Prima Marketing, yes, you can get it on Amazon. Anyway, so it's a set. Oh, I don't even know how much they cost. Maybe about $12 or $14 on Amazon, something like that. But I think these are really worth it. You know why? It's because they have different sizes. So let me show that to you. Can you see that okay? There you go. There's that size. And then there's this one that's a little bit wider. And then this one is even more wider. So look at the difference. I actually like the watercolors, and I do like these brushes. And so, you know, a lot of these aqua brushes do not have as wide a tip as this one here of a brush. And so this is kind of nice. I've not used it, as you can see, but I will soon. I've been recently carrying around, love those, I need better brushes. I just started art journaling. Oh, that's great. That is great. I hope to see your stuff on Instagram perhaps, or maybe a scope. So I started carrying around. Are their watercolors good? Yeah, I think so. I like them a lot. I love the colors that they have. I've only used one, which is the something pie. I've been using that one, and then I got the Tropicals one when I was giving one away. I got one also, but I've not even opened it. I've been using my other watercolors. But recently I've been carrying around my Winsor & Newton watercolors, which are these ones here. Oh, I'm not good. It's just my therapy. Oh, it's okay. We all have to start somewhere. Yes, it's the Decadent Pies. Right. So the Winsor & Newton is this one here. I've had this for a long time. And in fact, I have another one of these in my garage somewhere, I know, from many, many years ago. And I'm hoping to find it because I really actually kind of like this palette as far as the container. I know it's plastic. It's not as cool as the tin ones, but I'll tell you something. I went a couple of weekends ago to a crusade in Anaheim, and so I was gone for a whole weekend, and I brought one of these, which is the tin, right? And I also brought my other one that is the Schminke tin, and it's a longer one. And both of them got dented. And though it's not that big of a deal, I just kind of came to realize that these ones will not get dented, and I kind of like that. And so I may switch around the colors and put them in here. I don't have a preference as far as watercolor. I like a lot of them. I have the Yarkas, I have the Winsor & Newtons, I have the Primas, I have Daniel Smith. And so I've not necessarily, hey girl, dinks are good, stop fuzzing. Yes, it's just like the leather, right? When it's all scratched up, I like that. However, on one of my, because I travel a lot, on one of them, it's not just dented. Well, it is dented, but what happened is it doesn't close quite as well anymore. So, because I travel a lot and I take my stuff with me, it sometimes will be opened a little bit, and I'm afraid that colors will come out and get all over my stuff. So that's why I kind of like these plastic ones. So I have reasons. It's not just the dent, like I said. So anyway, that's just a little something. I mean, not everybody travels with all their stuff. I just kind of do because I like to have my things with me that I use. So that's that. This one. So I also recently was playing around. We can't have that, but a piece of tape will do the trick. Very true, or rubber band, or a cord, right? So recently I've been playing around and kind of been wanting to just learn how to mix colors, because I don't really know how to do it properly. I just pick colors and then I just play with it. Which Prima tin do you have? I have the Tropicals, which is the new one that I haven't really opened yet, and the Decadent Pies. Yes, that's very true. The plastic is lighter to carry. Sorry, Jasmine. Oh, I know you are. No worries. Where was I at? Oh, so I've been wanting to kind of limit myself because I just kind of wanted to challenge myself. And so I've been trying to just use these at some points. Sometimes that's what I do when I'm designing a page or just playing around just for fun. You can get so many colors. Yes, it's very true. I know that. It's just that I'm a little lazy sometimes, and so unless I look at it as a challenge, I may not do it. So I thought, you know, what a better challenge than to use one of these little Altoid tins. Isn't that cute? And to put a couple of them in here. I need to do a color study. It's so amazing seeing what people can mix. Which is true, right? And I need to find a YouTube video that has a good one as far as that's concerned. So this is that, and it's got the primary colors, which is the green, red, yellow, and blue. So I thought that was cute. And you can get the bigger Altoid and put more in there, but I kind of like this little teeny one just for fun. And then what else did I want to share with you guys? You guys all know that I have these sketchbooks, and these are Moleskinas. I'm sure you're familiar with those. It's got a strap on it. Just need a red, yellow, and a blue, and maybe white to lighten things. Right, Anahi? White watercolors. So anyway, these are by Moleskine. You guys have seen these, right? And I did a 30-day, this was last year, I did a 30-day art journaling, just try to do it every day. And so I showed you guys this on a previous scope. So I really like using this. I like this format. I like how it opens this way. I don't know what it is about it that I like necessarily. I'm not really sure, but I do like it that way. I like, instead of it opening, you know, the regular way like this, it opens up the long way. So that's the Moleskine. And they come in different sizes, the small one. These ones are specifically for watercolor. Warm and cool primaries, and maybe a burnt sienna. Maybe you should do a Periscope and show us how to do that. Jerry's got more of them because of you. Who was that? Was that you, Anahi? Sorry. So yeah, totally Periscope that for us because we need to learn how to mix up colors. I think that would be a good Periscope. Don't you guys think? Yes. Run Tagua. Can you give us your name? Yep, see, everybody wants you to do it. So here's a bigger one of the Moleskine, which I also like. And I also have used this. It's not fully finished. My name is Joy. Oh, hey, Joy. What is your Instagram name? Do share with us. So I like this one too. I did that just whenever I want to play, I put it in here. Yes, Joy, we love watercolor Periscopes. Yes, we do. So, and then lately I've been actually using journaling using watercolors. I love these videos. Yes, see? Good to know. Stops the money like exactly. Yep. I'm gonna run really quick, you guys, so I can show you my other notebook that I've been using. Okay, I'm back. I'm going to do a flip through of my current setup, but I wanted to show you this one. This is the one that I've been using in my Traveler's Notebook. Of course, this is by the wonderful Babette, and this is an original artwork. So I use this because it's an inspiration to me to when I watercolor and things like that. Don't feel under pressure now. What do you mean? Please feel under pressure. Just kidding, maybe. Okay, so anyway, there's this, and I've been doing stuff in here, just having a blast, having fun. So I have different ones that I carry around. This one is nice because I put it in my Sojourner, which is this one right here. Again, this is the Rahab, and you're very welcome. I love this insert. It's very inspirational. It gets me going. So anyway, so I put it in here, and I really enjoy using it. And so I probably will do a flip of this at some point. These are, I just played with this morning really quickly before I came to the studio. This is using gouache. So anyway, so I've been doing that kind of stuff for fun. And so I use different things. I use these journals. I really like these, especially if I know it's something that I'm going to be working on for longer, a couple of days, because then I want to do more to it, you know, or what have you. I like to do it in these because it's hardcover. And this is made with watercolor papers, specifically gouache. Yes. It is basically like watercolor, but it's opaque. And so water activates it, but it's more opaque. So it's not transparent like most of the watercolors we want to have transparency. You've come a long way from when you started. That's great. Keep going. You mean on these? Yeah, well, these were actually from a year ago, most of these. But yes, I'm always trying to grow in my art, and everybody inspires me. A lot of people, I get inspiration from everyone and everything and all sorts of things. Okay, so anyway, those are the things I wanted to share. And one more big thing I kind of want to share. A couple of weeks ago, I went hiking with my husband. I think I posted about it, or at least mentioned it on a Periscope. And as most of you know, when I design something, it's out of a need for myself because it's something that I like or I want. And so when I design it, it starts out that way. And then I figure, well, people will probably want it too. And so then I start to share it. Well, like I was saying, a couple of weeks ago, a new idea. Yeah. So a couple of weeks ago, I went hiking. And my husband said, we're just going to go really quick. We're just going to go. It's going to get too hot. So we're just going to go and then come back and do whatever else we need to do that day. And so I was like, are you sure we're not going to hang out there, whatever? And he said, nope, we're just going to come right back. Well, I get there, And it's true, it was really hot. And I had my phone on me so I could take pictures and such. And then at one point we sat down and he read scripture for both of us. And we're sitting there reading. And, you know, it was just so peaceful that I wanted to stay longer. And and we did. We stayed a little longer and just sat and chatted. But I really, really missed having my Sojourner with me, because my Sojourner, if you guys are not aware, has basically everything in it. And so it has my wallet, it has this beautiful folder by Anahi, Fodori, and Journal Addict. It's got my calendar, it's got my my days, which is True Americans Like Things Big. That mug will keep you going for a while. Yes, it will, but it's tea, so I can drink tea all day, but I try not to. So my journaling, it's getting dark in here. And so my business stuff. And so I like to have this with me, or at least something to do, because I like to have my hands busy. So I was really kind of bummed that I'm sitting there, and I just kind of wish that I had my something with me to journal about, you know, because it was so nice and peaceful. It was conducive to journaling or painting and the scenery we were looking at. Not that I'm that great at scenery, but hey. And then we also went to a coffee shop, and then we ended up going to lunch, and I had zero anything on me. I'm not even kidding. I did not even have my license on me because he was driving. So having said that, I thought, you know, for next time, I really want to have at least my watercolors with me. Would have been fun. So hang on just 1 second. I need to turn on the light. Is that better? Okay. Sorry, you guys. As you can tell, I'm not prepared. Well, you know, it's Periscope, and we're supposed to do this spontaneously. Yes, I carry with me all the time, 30-year habit. Okay, what is it that you carry all the time? Do share. Hello? Purse. Oh. A notebook and a pen. Yes. And that's what I mean. I wish I had my notebook, a pen, my watercolors. Like I said, I've been watercoloring lately. This is really dark, you guys. Sorry. Let me do it again. One more light. Because I want you guys to see this. And I'm so excited. So today, I finally got a few minutes to play. And this has been in my head for a long time. Actually, I have a lot of designs that's in my head. It's just getting it to paper or getting it to designing it is another thing. But this one I kind of wanted to really do really quick because I'm going to be leaving tomorrow for a hiking trip. It's just a short one, I think. We're going to go to Vegas, and then we're going to go to Zion or something fire. I'm not exactly sure. My husband's taking care of that. So this is why we love Periscope. It's live. Yeah, it is. So, yeah. And so, so I wanted to make this thing, and I had a few minutes, and so I thought, I am going to just make this happen. So you guys ready? You ready to see this? I'll plan it out and do a mixing scope. That would be fantastic. And please post it on Instagram and tag me. That way I always carry notebook ideas pop up. Yes, exactly. And that's how I am normally. But my husband was so sure that we were going to come right back home because it was so hot out. And so I was just so bummed. You're killing me. I'm killing you? Okay, so it has to do with this sketchbook, because I would just love to have this sketchbook with me, and then maybe my watercolor and my brush, one of my brushes. Last year for about 5 minutes. Okay, well, don't get off. So let me just set it up. Girl, you know how to listen to hubby. Wait, what did you say? I'm sorry. Let me prepare for this. Okay, you guys sitting down. You might want to sit down. A pouch. You mean kind of like one of those that goes around your belt? or your waist. Sold. Okay, I don't know. You may or may not like it. Okay, I think it's ready. Ready? Are a salesman. Who's a salesman or a salesperson? I am not a salesperson at all. I just like things that I like and then I share them. Okay, so you guys ready? Show us. All right, here it is. Ta-da! Is this cool or what? Oh my gosh, the Lord is so good to me. It's all Him. So anyway, this is Moleskine notebook in here. Okay, so although it's put in there backwards, it's a way to hold this flap down. Okay, and so this is the Moleskine notebook. And then when you go to write or to draw or what have you, then you can open it up this way. And while you do it this way. So is that pretty cool, you guys? I really thought that was a fun way. This is hard to do. So I can just take this with me, okay? But I also know that you're PayPal ready. I also know, I'm sorry, I'm missing some of these comments. I'm going to go back and look at them. You guys are so funny. Will you be making the bigger size too? Yes, but one thing at a time. I got to do this one first. Yes, the paint's in the front. But this is a Stillman and Burn. And I recently discovered this from Kathleen Scope. And I love it. But it doesn't have one of those things in the back, although you could probably put something like it. So I thought it could be an option if this is what you like to use and it doesn't have this little thingy in the back to help hold the flap down. See? You can have an option of putting like the traveler's notebook, like this. It's a little bit harder to get this in here. But, so, if you want just both of them so that you could use it either or, you can do that. I would really like it to be the same color, however. And the Moleskinas generally come in black, I think. Oh, unless you buy a red or something. So, anyway, so that's that. And I wanted to show you this also. Oh, the watercolor. Now, I'm not going to guarantee that this is not going to rip if you guys put something in there that is too bulky, okay? So I reinforced this with a couple of stitches, but I cannot guarantee anything, you guys. So if you purchase one of these and you choose to put something in here that's really more than a couple of pieces of paper, that's on you. But anyway, so this one here fits right in here. And it can fit a brush. So then you're ready to go, right? But no, there's more. Because I'm always about travel and I'm always thinking light, on the go and travel. That is my brand, by the way, if you guys did not know that yet. My branding is lightweight and very travel friendly, and I stick by my branding. And one of these days I will tell you guys a couple of things. I'll talk about that. But anyway, so in the back, this is how it is in here. It's you just slip it in. I'll do this backwards. Slip it in like that. And right here, I made a slot so that when you're on the run, on the go, you have to leave the country really quickly or something, you can at least take your license or whatever you need. So this is a Sojourner Traveler. I have a Sojourner Traveler. Yes, sort of. But this one is specifically for these kind of notebooks that open up this way. So see, I think of everything. So then you can travel and you have your license right there. What size is this? This is the smaller one. I think it's like a 3.5 by maybe 5.5. That's the smaller. Like I said, they have the Stillman and Byrne has it as well. The Moleskine has it as well. And then, oh, and also if you want to just bring something smaller, of course, so that you don't accidentally rip the pocket, you can also put just one of those little ones like this. And it'll be handy enough with your pen. Or you can actually probably fit a, oh, I don't have one handy here on my table, but you could probably fit a field notes right in here too. So this could be totally just for sketching and maybe quick notes. So it isn't on your site yet. No, it is not. I just designed this a couple of minutes ago. No kidding. And so, and then I hurried up and got myself tea so I can come on. Does the paper and Moleskine work well with watercolors? Yes, the ones that are specifically for watercolors. There are some specifically for watercolors. And plus this is a prototype, so I'm going to test this out while I'm gone this weekend. And so what do you guys think? Cool. Consider making pen pockets to match your leathers. That is something that I have considered and have gone against at this point. I want one. Love it, love it, love it. Cool. So exciting. It's great. Love. Yeah, so I have certain reasons why I don't design certain things. And that's one of, you know, there's other ways to get around that. And so at this point, I don't do that because too, the more bells and whistles, the more I have to sew on it, the more it's going to cost. And so I really try to keep my costs down as much as I can. And so anyway, so that's it, you guys. You'll be seeing this weekend on my Instagram pictures. Thank you so much for the hearts, you guys. You are just so wonderful. You're such wonderful people. I use fountain pens. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've used fountain pens a couple of times, but in general, I just use the inexpensive ones. But I think they're fun. So anyway, that's it. Do you guys have any questions? Sorry, I didn't even ask. This is, the leather on this is, what is this? Sand. This is the sand leather. Any idea on price? I do not right now. I'm kind of thinking, so will you not carry your Daily Sojourner, just the watercolor prototype? Oh no, I would have my Daily Sojourner. Thank you for the surprise. You're very welcome. Yeah, no, I would carry this. What I'm saying is if it's like a quick trip, for me personally, if it's a quick trip and I'm just going like hiking, let's say, you know, or the museum, so I have to wait till later to order this. Yeah, I kind of do. But it's, as far as cost, I still have to work up the numbers, but I'm thinking, notebooks the better. I'm thinking that it's probably going to be in the upwards of same price as near the Rampart, because it's about the same amount of work that I have to do. Way to tease. Not trying to tease. I was just so excited. I wanted to show you guys. I could have waited until I was ready, fully ready, but I just wanted to show you guys, especially you guys on Periscope, because you put up with me on Periscope. You notice I do a lot of things I announce first on Periscope. You love your Rampart. Oh, I'm so glad. Yes. And so anyway, I share a lot on Periscope before I do it on Instagram, because I think you guys are special, the ones who put up with me and my babbling on. So, but yeah, I would always carry this with me. This is my everything. Everything is in it. And you know, as most of you, oh, this one doesn't have a pocket for my phone, but I just tuck it inside here. But most of my Sojourners has a pocket on the inside just to slip my phone in. So it's with me all the time. So anyway, I'm so excited to share this with you guys. And I think the reason why is because I just know I'm going to enjoy using this. It's going to be so fun. I could just imagine myself at the coffee shop having tea and opening this up and just being inspired to draw. This is the sand leather with the natural on it. And may I ask a general question? Is the passport size the same as field notes? No, it is not. A passport is smaller than the field note size. My notebook arrived somewhere. Yay! The red one, Rahab. What about the red one? Yes, it is Rahab. No, those will not have pockets. I've just made an executive decision not to put pockets on those because it's a bit of a thicker leather, and I kind of like the rugged, very plain look to it. And so that's just part of my branding. The red one you carry, is that Rahab? Oh, yes, this is the Rahab. It's reddish, kind of orangish, and it's the classic one. It's the classic style, no pockets. So I'll show you this what it looks like. Minimalistic, love your style. Oh, thank you. That is what I try to do. You know, there's all kinds of journals out there. There's all kinds of travelers' notebooks out there, and there's all kinds of people who make them to the specifics of what you all want, all the bells and whistles, and I think that's great. But for me personally, like I said, I stick by my brand. I do think about my brand, and if it doesn't fit my brand quite well, I won't do it, and I'm sorry about that, but that's just how I believe in my own design integrity. And so, and there's plenty of people that you could purchase those kind of things from. I'm not against them. I think they're great, and sometimes you need those things. But for me personally, like I said, it's mostly I make them for the on-the-go and for travel and light. What inserts do you have in the Rahab? I have all the inserts as far as the B6 Slim, which is the retro size. That's my dog, you guys. That's not me. If you can hear him, he's choking. Now, he's a little sick. I love that you do that. Lately, I've not been happy with how much I gave to some clients. Oh, that's not good. Poor doggy, I know. He's getting better, though. It isn't good for my brand. Exactly. And, you know, I've always kind of felt that way. I've always felt that way as an artist and as a designer, and even when I was a photographer. And you know what? I'm going to have to be honest. I can do that because what I do with the Sojourner, my Sojourner is not my bread and butter. As you all know, I give a portion to missions. And so it's really not my bread and butter, so I can do that. And when I was a photographer, it was the same thing. I could turn down clients. I could turn down jobs. But you know what? Nothing against, you know, if that is your livelihood and you need that, I think definitely, you know, there are some things you just have to do as far as making your clients happy. But for me personally, I've been very fortunate enough and blessed enough that we have another business that is the bread and butter, and always has been for many, many years. And so my husband does not mind me doing what I do today. And so, like I said, looks softer on this video than it did in IG photo. Yes, it actually is pretty soft. It's not bad at all. And so that's kind of like my take. I just want to let you guys know that, because I don't want it to seem like, well, I'm not in agreement with everybody else who makes them. Everyone's got to make, they've got to do what they've got to do, you know? Never sacrifice your integrity and keep it simple. No, I don't sacrifice my integrity, but there is something to, if it's your bread and butter, project's gonna have to take more away from my family. Exactly. That's the same thing I had with my photography, you know? When I was a photographer and I was doing that, I was a wedding photographer. I specialized in weddings, and my girls were still at home at that time, and people wanted they would come into my studio, and a lot of people would come and they'd say, oh, I love your work, and they went on and on about it, and they just love it, they love it. And then they want to spend $1,500 on photography, something that's going to last a lifetime pretty much, you know, and then, and at that time, there's so many, you know, people have phones and all of that. And I'm all about documenting life as it happens, no matter what you have. But you know what? I was not going to leave my family to go shoot an all-day wedding, 8 hours on my feet, plus post-production for $1,500. I'm sorry. I just couldn't see doing that. Again, I had some friends who were moms who were single moms, and you know what? They took on those jobs, and I would do the same thing. I would do what I had to do if I needed to do that. So don't want to look down on those people at all. I don't look down at those people at all. I feel very blessed that I don't have to do that, and so I can pick and choose. So anyway, that's just my take, you guys. But that's about it. I hope you guys have a great weekend coming up, and I hope you get much rest. Can you show the Rahab again? Sure. This is the Rahab. It's hard to see it now because of the lighting in here. We all look out a different window. Yes, definitely. Texting you after you are done. Okay, looking forward to it. Thanks for sharing with us. Thank you so much for being here and for listening to my little spiels and such. You know, I am a little bit older than probably most of you, so I have a few things that, you know, I know and I try to share and maybe you can glean from. And whether you agree, disagree, it's totally fine, you know. And we just share here. And I hope that you guys are encouraged to share as well into your Periscopes. You're in love with this? I think you'll really like it. This does not do it justice in this lighting at all. But anyway, so you guys have a great weekend. Love your new surprise item. Let us know when it's available. Okay, I will. I'm thinking maybe 2 weeks, if we're lucky. We'll see how my production is the next couple of weeks. And so thank you so much for you guys' support and for your love. I really, truly am very blessed. And I feel the love that you guys are always giving me and giving other people who are on Periscope, on Instagram, you know, and I love the community that we're in, and let's just keep that going because, you know, there's a lot of people out there who needs a touch, some kind of touch, and I'll go into that, my whole thought on that, you know, in the future sometime, but there's so many people out there who just need a touch, and your kind words, and just, you know, just accepting people for who they are and their foibles and everything else. I mean, that's just how we should be, you know, that we need to just love each other. Life is too short, you know. So anyway, you guys, thank you again, and I will see you guys soon. And as usual, keep on documenting your life as it happens. Bye. Thank you.